Oh,
Yeah.
my new game with Andrew's about to expire 22 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I better play back. Hold on.
You better. Hello, Facebook. We got more on Facebook than YouTube. That's the first time that's happened straight off the bat. Hello, Shane and Callum.
I can't believe that.
Thank you for joining us, Pulse of the Nation. I've got a little story to share before we get into the actual meat of the questions.
Go on then.
So I got a weird email from my Gmail from an Amazon account saying,
Right.
here's your download codes, and there were eight download codes for Minecraft on the PC. And I was like, I have not ordered this. So I went to my Amazon account and they were ordered, but they were ordered off a gift card, but not my gift. Somebody uploaded their own gift card and then bought 8 Minecraft download codes off my account. And I couldn't find them in the orders, and they turned out they were in the archived orders. And one other thing that was in the archived orders, and they arrived today in the post. Somebody bought this on my account and sent it to me. Is Nike cushioned socks.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, I got 3, but they're size UK 2 to 5.
So this could be just like the most incompetent hacker of all time.
Yeah, bought 8 Minecraft codes and 3 pairs of Nike socks, which, although they are small, they do fit quite well, actually. So...
Or, Andrew, there could be another explanation for this.
Yeah.
As I've mentioned before, my first ever memory of you in year 7 at school was you telling 2 other students that you'd made a waterfall go upwards in Minecraft, and you were really proud of yourself. So, are you sure it's not just that?
Well, that is a fair explanation. I did used to be a bit of a Minecraft head, I believe the saying is. But no, I definitely have not purchased... Why would I buy 8 as well? They're expensive. It's like £18 a pop. But this...
So you just got free Minecraft coin.
I don't know what to do with it. I kind of don't want to download it, because what if these download codes are actually like a... Because that's the thing. I didn't click anything on the email because I thought this is a spam. I'll actually go to my account. But yeah, I don't know what to do with it. Is
I can only say that I wish my experience with hackers recently was as pleasant as that, to be honest.
Well, would you like to share your experience? You had quite a negative...
I'll just say £6,000.
£6,000. Oh, I didn't even realise it was that bad. Jesus Christ.
I got it all back. But,
yes, still.
Thanks to the nice people at Halifax, I can only recommend them. Do you know that everyone who works at the fraud department in Halifax is Northern Irish?
I did not know that. That's a fun fact.
They are. I had to call them about 6 times, and it was all just varying degrees of different accents. And then once I called twice in one day.
Yeah.
And I spoke to this guy on the phone, and then we hung up, and then like an hour later I called back. I was like, oh, was I talking to you on the phone earlier? And he went, no.
Just some Northern Irish accent.
It was just a bit of casual racism from me.
Yeah,
he was
nice.
Probably a Protestant anyway. I don't care.
Yeah, who cares? Nice racist start to the show. My sister Kerry says maybe the socks were ordered to save some dignity for day 50, which is tomorrow, day 50, in which I promised to get news.
For day 50.
I've been editing it today. I'm quite excited, actually. I do keep my socks on because I feel like if I have my socks off, I think it's a step too far, isn't it? Cam says,
"Are you 100% confident that you haven't made any slip-ups?"
You know what? There were a few issues. I have digitally edited one photo, but otherwise we're 100% in the clear, I think.
I've just seen on my photo you've used of me on the Facebook. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it's. I didn't know which one to. All the ones that I could find on Facebook were quite old, so I thought, well, let's see if I can have a little look on Instagram. And there you go, graphics on Facebook.
Andrew, you know you've got last week's questions in the description, right?
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh no!
Controversial food question. Number 1, I'll go through.
Right, let's edit that now. Cam on YouTube, whilst I'm editing that, says, can't believe Andrew has had to cut the series short due to copyright infringement notice from playing Katy Perry in his outro. Now,
I wonder whose fault that was.
You joke, Cam, but I genuinely did get a copyright strike for playing Katy Perry at last week's show.
That was a silly suggestion, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was fun though. It was a nice little.
You should have done a karaoke version.
I wonder though. I feel like it still would have been flagged up. Does anyone know this? Does YouTube flag up karaoke versions of songs for copyright? Let us know if you do. I can't see the Facebook comments at the moment. Yeah, let us know in the comments. And is there a song request you have for today? Well, I'll ask you, Henry. Do you have a particular song request?
Let me just check. Do you know what song I really like at the moment, but you definitely won't know all the words to? Is "A Most Peculiar Man" by Simon and Garfunkel.
You're right.
It's a nice, cheery song about a man who has no friends and then kills himself.
Oh, a lovely little ditty. It sounds, yeah. How do I save that?
But seriously, I was in the shower the other day and Breakfast at Tiffany's came on and I was having a great time.
Oh, that's good. Maybe we could finish with that.
We could end the series with a nice bit of Deep Blue something, or whatever they're called.
Yeah, who's in singing Breakfast at Tiffany's?
I think it's Deep Blue something. It is Deep Blue something.
It is Deep. That is the exact name, Deep Blue something. I thought you were trying to get the last name of it, like Deep Blue. What is it? Deep Blue something. Well, no, it's actually called Deep Blue something.
No, I know my stuff.
Kerry says they don't have a karaoke group. I was thinking about doing online karaoke. Actually, maybe that's like something that could be.
Doesn't Twitch already have that covered with Twitch Sings?
Oh right, I didn't know. I'm not up to date with Twitch.
Come on, man! You got to get into the 21st century.
I'm sorry, man. I do have a Twitch account. I've just never used it. I
only use Twitch for watching Lemmy, to be honest. So I'm not an expert myself, and we've wasted 6 minutes not talking about anything that's actually scheduled on this show.
No, we had a fun little chat about scammers. I'll quickly go through some YouTube comments, and then we'll get into the meat of the show. Cam
Should I have the comments open? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing, so I can see what everyone's saying?
No, I'll read them out to you. It's fine.
Okay, but I'll watch so I get with the volume turned down so we get an extra viewer.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. It'd be nice. Add to the stats, because I suppose you are a regular viewer, my friend Henry.
Yeah, you've lost about 10% of your audience with me coming on today.
Cam says you're only doing 6 episodes on purpose. What are you? Every British sitcom ever. Very good. Jack says if it's self-performed, then they don't have the rights to it. Not sure about the karaoke. Yes, it has original background music. Charlotte says my videos get flagged if I use copyrighted songs, which is difficult when you teach dance. Live Facebook usually mutes that section. That must be weird if you're doing a dance routine and the Facebook mutes the audio. You just look like an absolute mentalist.
The only other option would be doing it a cappella.
I suppose. Well, maybe we'll do an a cappella karaoke at the end of this then. If you have any requests, drop them in the comments. But for now, let's start with question 1 this week. So we've got a food-themed question. I've edited the Facebook post, so it is correct. Question 1, pineapple on pizza? ? So does pineapple belong on a pizza? Henry Futcher, open the floor.
I don't want to be too harsh on this, but my immediate reaction is absolutely, definitely not.
I want harsh. You know, I think we have to go hardline, keep the viewers entertained with some really serious opinions.
So I'd be really controversial here.
Yeah. I mean, it depends where it's going, but yeah, go on.
I'd rather have something like apple on a pizza because I like apple.
Mm-hmm.
I like oranges. I don't even like pineapple that much as a fruit. I think it's a bit too fancy for me.
Too fancy?
I like a fruit you can eat on the go. Like, you can't eat a pineapple when you're walking to uni or you're walking to work, can you?
You can have pineapple little chunks, I suppose.
Pineapple. But then you've got the added plastic, and then you're contributing to the ecological crisis that's currently going on our planet, aren't you?
I suppose, but that's not the case for pineapple on pizza, though, is it?
No, that's completely irrelevant, mate.
Yeah.
I was just,
So I'll read out some YouTube comments. Charlotte McDonald has said, put in capitals, no. LFP has put, should be a war crime. Charlotte said, you wouldn't put kiwi on a pizza. Now, that's an interesting argument.
That sounds like the adverts before DVDs back in the day. You wouldn't steal a handbag. You wouldn't put kiwi on a pizza.
Yeah. You've got that all playing before all the Domino's adverts to scare everyone. You wouldn't put... Gareth says fruit doesn't belong on a pizza.
What about tomatoes, mate?
Oh! Slam dunk! I think we can end the question there. But
I will say, can I say one thing in defense of pineapple on pizza?
Yeah, please do.
So as we both know, me and you both worked for the same pizza delivery company.
We won't name Pizza Hut for legal reasons.
No, we won't name Pizza Hut or the owner Faisal.
Don't go. Oh, we got a caller coming in. Let's answer this. Hello. Who have we got down the line?
Hello, it's Joe.
It's Joe. It's last week's guest, Joe Wells. Hello, Joe. How are you?
Joe.
Hello, I'm good. How are you both?
Good.
I'm doing very well, thanks, Joe.
Do you have strong feelings about this topic?
I have very strong feelings. I'm very pro pineapple on pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good. I think that you have the pineapple, which is Caribbean fruit, and you have also British vegetables, and they all work together on the pizza. I think that's a beautiful Italian pizza base as well.
Mm-hmm.
They all work together, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And I'm sure that some people like Henry build a wall around the pineapple so they can't get in. But I think it's a beautiful thing having many different cultures working together.
So you've basically just been called a xenophobe or a racist. Take your pick.
I got that.
I didn't call anyone a racist. I just said it's good. I personally think it's good to have lots of different cultures mixing together to create something better than the sum of their parts.
Henry, do you believe in a white nation?
What a question. I'd like to, just for any future jobs I might like to have, I'd like to categorically state I do not believe in the white nation.
Okay, thank you.
And also, I'd just like to come back to that, saying that I throw an amalgamation of stuff on my pizza. I go, peppers, I have a bit of onion, I have chicken, barbecue base, not for me.
No, not for me either. Do you like barbecue base, Joe?
I love a barbecue base.
No, it's not.
I wouldn't say that chicken and onion are fairly indigenous toppings, and what I'm arguing for is that we have pizza toppings from around the world.
So, do you have international pizza toppings? That's what Joe's asking.
Well, now I'm racking my brains here. I mean, no, I suppose I don't. I suppose I've been living a very white, privileged, straight male pizza fancy my entire life.
Well, there you go.
It's only just becoming clear to me, thanks to Joe Wells.
What I'm going to do after lockdown is I'm going to make a special pizza for Henry, and it's all the vegetables are going to be arranged into the face of Mala Yousafzai, and she's going to have little pineapple rings for eyes, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. It'll open his mind.
There you go. Does that sound good, Henry? You up for that?
Mate, I'm up for that. Give me a time and a place, I'll be there, mate.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much, Joe. We're bringing the world together. Much appreciated.
I will speak to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll just quickly go through some comments. That's Joe Wells there on the phone. Thank you for calling in. Don't forget, you can also call the show 07827 333 566. Jack says, have you guys ever had a slice of ham with a grilled pineapple on it? Pineapple is a viable flavour complement. And Cam has a very good point about gammon and pineapple. Although going over to Alison on Facebook, she makes a stunning point. Pineapple belongs with cheese on sticks. Or pineapple cheese stick. You a fan, Henry?
I've never eaten any of these things.
You never had what?
This is sort of like a buffet thing, isn't it? Where when I'm at a buffet, maybe again I'm just showing my naivety. I'm normally just a straight sausage roll, pork pie, cold pizza, bit of quiche.
It's good.
Really, we should be talking about what's the best type of quiche. I feel like it's like a much more.
That's an interesting topic for a future debate. I'm just
going to chuck it out there. I don't know if this is too far, but I love a bit of broccoli in my quiche.
I think that's too far, mate.
Sorry, mate.
What is everyone having in their quiche? Let us know. No one's having broccoli, surely. Where do you even get broccoli quiche?
Cheese and broccoli quiche is delicious.
I don't know. What kind of cheese is it?
Wet? I don't know. Cheese.
Wet cheese. I don't like wet cheese.
What?
Like, I like a nice cheese chunk or cheese with pineapple, as Alison says, but like cheese in a mac and cheese or like a creamy cheese, don't like it.
What about the melted cheese on top of the pizza, mate? I mean,
that's not really a wet cheese, though, is it?
Well, it's moisturised, I'd say.
I think you'd struggle to pour that kind of cheese, whereas like a creamy kind of white cheese base for a pasta, you could pour that. That's the kind of cheese I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. I was going to say before Joe rung up, to defend pineapple on pizza slightly is, we both used to work for that company, and as you know, sometimes you'd be out delivering for about 2-3 hours non-stop, in and out, especially on a Friday night. And then if you were lucky, there'd be like a pizza order that went wrong, and then you get to eat some of the pizza, right?
Yes, yeah.
You had this too. So one night, the first time this had happened, the pizza that had gone wrong that we could all have a bit of was a pineapple pizza.
Right.
And now, being new to the company, I didn't want to stick my nose up at it, so I actually tried a couple of slices. And while it wasn't my favourite, it was perfectly edible. it went down fine. I didn't really the texture more than the taste really was. It was sort of a strange squelch.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue, like, I like pineapple on pizza. I think a cold slice of pizza with pineapple on it is better than a cooked pizza.
You can say that for most pizza, though. Really, like a nice slice of Domino's or pizza in the fridge for lunch the day after is, you can't beat that.
That is very nice. I just quickly want to ask a question from Facebook. Kerry wants to know: do you eat banana bread?
No, never had it in my life, Kerry. Sorry.
Never had banana bread in his life.
I feel like this is just. I was just going to say, but then I did sort of stop myself because it just makes me sound like a food racist. I only eat white bread.
It is adding fuel to the fire that Joe Wells has already accused you of. I don't think you're a food racist.
It's given me an existential dilemma, and we're only 15 minutes into the show.
Look, I've been friends with Henry for a long time. He's got lots of multicultural food friends. So let's not come for him. Gemma, talking about quiche, Gemma Louise says hash brown quiche is the don of quiches. I never had a hash brown quiche.
I've never tried that, but I love hash browns and I love quiches, so I'm going to Google that right now. Thank you. That sounds amazing.
You've opened our eyes up, Gemma Louise. Charlotte McDonald is with you. Ricotta and broccoli quiche is quality.
Who's that from?
That's from Charlotte McDonald.
Hey, thank you very much, Charlotte. Nice to have an ally in this discussion.
There's lots of questions coming at you. Danica wants to know if you like Philadelphia, and she wants to know, do you cut the crusts off?
Never been, Danica, so couldn't pass comment on Philadelphia.
I think she meant Philadelphia cheese, mate.
Oh, bloody done up on there.
What are you bloody
Philadelphia, I've never had that either, to be honest. No, I don't cut the crust off my bread. No, not anymore.
Not anymore. No, he's a grown up. He's a grown man.
I used to love a Billy Bear sandwich with the crust cut off, but I'm a big boy now.
Yeah. I mean, would you still though? I mean, would you revisit those days?
What, a Billy Bear sandwich?
Yeah.
Absolutely. If someone could, get me a Billy Bear sandwich, I'd be more than happy to have one.
We're creating quite a feast for you post-lockdown. We're going to get you a Billy Bear sandwich, Malala Yousaf pizza, and hash brown quiche. That's quite a meal.
I mean, I think I'm losing weight, if anything, at the moment. So maybe I need to put a bit back on when I'm out of this.
That's a good point. I don't know what my weight is doing, to be honest. I struggle to maintain it. Keep a track of it because I don't weigh myself. I'm just not going to bother. So.
Oh no, neither do I. No, I think I'm about 60 kilograms normally. But
when I was doing the nude video, I thought, I think I have lost some weight actually.
Well, you definitely have you probably haven't lost weight since year 7, but proportionally to your size, you've become more slight.
Thank you very much.
So well done for that, mate.
Cheers, man.
Congratulations.
This feels quite nice.
Body positivity on Pulse of the Nation.
Yeah. How you are is perfectly. You're perfect as you are. Although
listen, man. Let's just turn this into a mental health chat. Why don't we?
Yeah. Let's completely for the series finale. Let's throw out the format that has worked so well. I do a mental health discussion instead. Ian Perkins
he says it's worked so well with 4 live viewers on Facebook.
5, thank you very much. Yeah, well, you know what? I don't know how people like YouTube's quite consistent. Thank you, Jack. He says congratulations for my weight loss.
There we go.
Gareth has a thing about pizza. We'll come back to that in a minute. Ian Perkins, talking about controversial food opinions, says peanut butter Marmite. Don't mess with Marmite. Have you seen this? Peanut butter Marmite?
I heard about it. Was this? It's the famous. Who are the famous Marmite company? What are they called?
They're called Marmite, mate.
What?
Marmite.
So it's made by a company, is it not?
Maybe. I would have thought if you said I'll name a Marmite brand, I would have just gone Marmite.
Marmite is made by.
Googling it.
British Corner Shop.
Oh yeah, of course. What? Famous.
I can tell you it was invented by Justus von Liebig. He's a German, actually, not Brit.
Oh, right.
But it was made in Britain, so that's an interesting little...
I've just Googled Marmite. I've put Google Images. The 4th thing on Google Images is a rainbow Marmite. Honestly, this
disgusting,
LGBT agenda is getting bloody everywhere.
What's it coming to, mate?
But Ian, thank you for your contribution. I agree. Peanut butter Marmite is a step too far. I think keep Marmite as is. Gareth talked about pizza. He says, can we all agree that the worst pizza is tuna and prawn?
Tuna and prawn.
Do you view that as a regular... I don't think that's a regular pizza flavour, surely.
No, my brother used to have tuna and chicken on the same pizza, which I always thought was a bit extreme. But I like a bit of tuna normally. Like, you can have a nice tuna and sweet corn sandwich. Tuna pasta bake's lovely. Or just tuna on its own. But on a pizza, when it's hot, I'm not sure about that. I might have to agree with Gareth on that one, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of seafood anyway, so...
No, well, I want to know, because it sounds like a custom order. Are you custom ordering this and then declaring it the worst pizza in the world? Have you seen tuna and prawn pizza on a menu? If so, let us know.
Hey, Andrew, I'm actually on a seafood diet.
Oh yeah, go on. Give us the punchline.
If it's seafood, I eat it.
Very good.
That's the first one of my middle-aged mum kitchen signs that I will be announcing throughout the show.
So, and will these have minions on them? I think it's quite important. We need to clarify. It's
got to have a minion and at least 6 love hearts, and it's in that sort of
awful cursory font you can't properly
That's
read.
The one.
You have to really strain to read it, and then you regret putting in the effort.
That's the one, mate.
Yeah. Gareth says the pizza place across the road from me does tuna and prawn pizza. They use tin tuna dried and shaped into balls. That sounds absolutely awful.
Oh my god!
Tuna balls.
Place in Salisbury, is it?
Yeah. I don't know where Gareth's living at the moment, actually. Give us your address, Gareth. Let us know. We'll read it out on the show. But I think it's been quite overwhelming a no from the audience of Pineapple and Pizza.
Yeah, I would have to, if I went one way, while I can see the benefits of it, and it is definitely something different, I would have to say no. I mean, if anyone's saying that Pineapple on Pizza is, their favourite, I can't abide with that. I'm sorry.
No, I think it's not going to be anyone's favourite, is it?
No, I would hope not.
When I was younger, I invented the triple P pizza, which was because I quite like ham and pineapple, and I quite like pepperoni. And I thought ham, pineapple, and pepperoni, and I changed ham to pork, and it was the triple P pizza.
That's clever.
Thank you very much. I was.
You were destined to become a poet from a young age.
Yeah, I actually blame that on a lot of my original weight gain, because I think I was trying to popularize it so much. I was just ordering it all the time until they actually put it on the menu.
Did you tell the waiter every time? Do you just try to flip in and go, "Yeah, I'll have the triple P"?
Well, I think the mistake I made was
one day it spread around the waiter community, and they go, "Oh, of course, the triple P."
Well, that would make sense at an independent restaurant. If you put something on, that's quite achievable. But I was doing it at Domino's. It's kind of like an international chain. I don't think my maybe once every other month order would ever get it onto the menu. But there we go. Pineapple and pizza, we decided no, although we're not that against it. You can have it if you want. Now,
absolutely.
Question 2, I've already had a few answers. What is the best breakfast? So one answer I had was American-style pancakes. Pancakes was the two people's favorite, and then somebody said a fry-up, which I kind of expected. So I think it's going to end up fry-up versus pancakes as the final, just to predict how it might go. I don't know, though. What's your favorite breakfast, Henry?
Well, I'd just like to make one clarification, which I think is going to blow one of those out of the water. And I would say that a fry-up is a brunch.
Fry-up is a brunch. So you
do not. I would say the amount of people who have had a fry-up would not have then had something else for lunch. I think it's a brunch, and I think it counts as 2 meals because there's so much. So I don't know if it can truly be counted as a pure breakfast.
I mean, I think that's probably the most controversial thing.
Do you disagree with that?
I don't disagree.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, I won't tell you you're wrong, because I agree. If I have a big fry-up, I'm having a light lunch. So
someone just said they agree with Joe in the comments. I'm not Joe.
This is Henry down the line. Yeah.
For God's sake.
Sorry, Jack. This is Henry here. Although we'll read out some YouTube comments while we're here. Nice proper fry up with all the fixings and a bowl of cereal on the side. Cam adding a cereal to the mix.
On the side, dear.
Scrambled eggs on toast, simple and customizable. How are you customizing scrambled eggs on toast? What are you doing? Like adding the sauce, pepper?
You can add the milk. You can add milk in there, salt and pepper, a bit of cream,
I suppose.
Chives on top. There's so much you can do with scrambled eggs.
Gareth said the best breakfast is known as either the breakfast of champions or a French breakfast. So I assume this is a single dish that has 2 alternative names. What is that?
You just said it afterwards, mate.
Strong black coffee and a cigarette. Oh, I see. Right. Sorry.
We don't condone smoking on this show. This is a kid joke.
Please look after your lungs. So French breakfast, strong black coffee and a cigarette. Is that actually your favourite breakfast, though? I want to know. Alex has said chicken and waffles. That's a nice idea.
Chicken for breakfast.
Again, that's more of a brunch, though, I think.
Yeah, I'd have to say.
Gemma Louise on Facebook says French toast, crispy bacon, and maple syrup. Oh, Very sickly, but you know what? I'm a fan of that.
Well, I agree with the crispy bacon. There's nothing worse than chewy, sort of undercooked bacon. There's nothing worse than that. You know, when you have a bacon sandwich, you bite into it and it just all falls apart.
For a long time, I thought I didn't like bacon, but actually I was just getting bad bacon.
You were getting bad bacon, that's it, mate.
Yeah.
I also have to say, I don't know if I'm really the one to be asking about this, because when did we leave school, as in not sixth form, year 11?
Oh, that would have been
2016, right?
Yeah.
So 4 years, I haven't had breakfast in 4 years.
You've not had breakfast in 4 years?
I don't eat breakfast. No, I just never found time for it. I decided sort of when I went to college, we'll call it, to make it more accessible.
Yes.
But I'd rather have an extra 15 minutes in bed than have some breakfast. So
I agree.
I'm not actually a breakfast eater.
I'm about to say I agree. Yes, it's not like it's an opinion. That's a true fact. You've not been. But I've also I do eat breakfast sometimes, but broadly I'm not having breakfast, and especially during the lockdown, I'm not waking up early enough for it.
Exactly. It's sort of, breakfast is becoming sort of null and void. It's a bit unnecessary nowadays.
It's meant to be the most important meal of the day.
Well, I've heard that, but I don't know how true that can possibly be, because what if your body clock is, you know, some people who work nights, right? They're going to bed at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So surely for them dinner would be, or then does it just switch around?
I don't know what qualifies as breakfast. Does it have to be in a certain time, or is it just a certain type of meal?
Well, for McDonald's, it's before 10:30, isn't it? So if we could use that to apply to everywhere. Yeah.
I think, McDonald's is quite an international standard, so yeah.
I think that's fair, because I think brunch, the peak time for brunch would be around 11, half 11. Mm-hmm. So that would keep in tune with the McDonald's 10:30 end of breakfast idea. Yeah,
you're heading into brunch at that point. I think there's not a lot of places that actually do breakfast. Like a lot of the restaurants and kind of pub food places I can think of, they don't open till 11. So that's brunch.
No, it's more of a European thing. And when I went across Europe last summer, I would often go into patisseries and cafes to have, like a cup of tea or a coffee and like a croissant or some other kind of pastry. Mm-hmm. So I think it's maybe more of a European thing to have sort of breakfast as more of a public thing. I think in Britain we eat it at home, and that's really it.
It's odd that we've drifted, because I was about to say, maybe that's more like the Americans, but actually the breakfast culture is quite big in America. So it's odd
they love breakfast over there, don't they?
Yeah, so it's weird that we've drifted off into our own little thing of not really doing breakfast. I'll read some other breakfast options on the YouTube.
Go on.
Let us know as well if you're watching. Do you have breakfast, or is everyone just kind of not that bothered with it? James Baxter says scrambled eggs, bacon, buttered toast. Danica says the best breakfast is pancakes, which Gemma also said on Facebook, adding pancakes to the mix. Danica has said avocado toast with poached eggs. I've never had avocado on toast.
Tory alert.
She's the opposite of a Tory.
Get her out.
But have you ever had avocado on toast?
I've never had avocado. Let's just clear the air here. I was not supposed to appear on this episode. Somebody else pulled out, so I was subbed in. I'm really not a very foodie type person, so I'm really not the person to be asking about this. I've never had avocado. I only eat white bread. So I'm sorry about that.
No, it's fine. You're a perfectly adequate guest, mate. And good. I mean, you're a good guest.
Mental health hour returns.
Yes, yeah. You believe, guys, if you're watching this, believe in yourself. You're perfect as you are. Have some body confidence.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us. Henry, you're doing your best. Channel your inner Joe, says Jack.
There's been a few people calling me Joe in the comments, and I think I'm just going to roll with it now.
Alex FP says Joe is sounding especially virginally this week.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's been a while, mate. Don't rub it in.
James Baxter says, now breakfast isn't crucial. If anyone wants to lose weight, skipping breakfast works well because of how appetite works.
Is that right? Maybe that's why I don't put any weight on there, because I don't eat my breakfast.
Yeah. He's like a bloody beanpole, let me tell you.
Oh, thanks, mate.
No worries.
Tell him about my massive muscles.
He's slim and lean and big old muscles, and ladies love him. That's
there we go.
Henry Futcher down the line there. Alison Tones.
Put my phone number in the description or something, mate.
I will do. I'll edit the call the show number, so it's just your number. If you do want to call the show, let us know about your favourite breakfast. It's 07827 333 566.
That was seamless. That was absolutely seamless. You deserve a job in radio.
Thank you so much. I'd love to take this to a proper radio station, as I've told you.
Yeah, I've heard about your plans.
Mm-hmm. Maybe series 2 will be on the. I'm thinking maybe just to take a pause on the actual show and do some admin for the show.
Yeah,
do you think radio stations are looking for more content now, or are they swamped with content?
I reckon more people are listening to radio because I think especially people who, you'd have like young professionals or whoever would be out working during the day. Now a lot of them are at home.
Yeah.
A lot of them living alone. They want just a bit of company. The TV is, you don't just have the TV on in the background, I think. Whereas if you're walking around the house doing, bits and pieces here and there, the radio one is a great company.
Yeah.
So I reckon there's probably more demand for radio right now. But then that could play against you in that there's less spots open. Maybe,
yeah. I would argue as well in terms of there's more people viewing things. That to take a look at my current Facebook numbers, that maybe that's not true.
What? Are they up or are they down?
Oh, down, mate. Down. 5 at the moment.
Really?
7 on YouTube. But
Jesus.
We joke about this, but actually we've got a small but dedicated crew. So thank you everyone for joining in.
It's like, what's better? Would you rather be a Bournemouth fan with your small, dedicated following, or would you rather be a bloody Liverpool fan? All the bloody plastics coming along now you're winning the league.
Oh yeah, well they maybe
I know
not.
what I'd rather be, mate. I know what I'd rather be.
Exactly. So this is what we're saying is back to the mental health hour.
James Corden. We don't want your numbers.
I mean, I would like his. If that kind of paycheck was coming along, I would take it.
Oh, I wish I had his bod as well.
That's sexy James Corden bod. Which cast member of Gavin and Stacey would you most like to have sex with? That's our next question this week. Which Gavin and Stacey cast member do you find the most attractive?
For me, it's got to be Pete.
Yeah. What is it about Pete? Was it an allure or?
It's that episode where Dawn wants him to do more sexy talk, and he comes in wearing the glasses like he's a pilot. Well, that really gets me going.
Oh, it's hot stuff going out there.
Pete Diddley, and I think as soon as I said that, you've lost 2 viewers on Facebook. So sorry, mate.
No, no worries, mate. Do you know what I think? Because I'm trying to. Because obviously there's a certain amount of sex appeal we can tap into. When we were talking about the sexiest duck, our viewers went through the roof. Everyone was getting involved with which duck they'd like to have sex with.
Which other farmyard animal should we objectify?
I think it doesn't get. I think duck is the best, really. I don't think we're just scraping the barrel otherwise.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They are a pretty cute animal.
It's got some interesting thoughts. Kerry says Premier Hotels breakfast are between 6 and 9. So maybe
that's early.
That is quite early. So we think we'd extend that an hour to 10:30.
Do you know what? That's probably because don't most hotels sort of want people sort of out by about 10 normally?
That is a good point. Maybe I don't think we can trust the hotel industry on the timings here.
They want people out.
Yeah, exactly. They want to clean up and get the next person in. It's a very corporate world. Alison Tone says Wetherspoon's breakfast, lunch, and tea. Have you ever had a Wetherspoon's breakfast?
Mate, I've had plenty of Wetherspoon's breakfast in my time, and it makes me feel dirty how much I like them, to be honest. Because we all know, Tim Martin is what? Am I allowed to swear on this show?
Yeah, of course, man.
He's a twat.
He is a twat. I thought it was going to be a much ruder swear word, actually.
Oh, what, you thought I was going to say cunt?
All right, hey, come on.
Oh, no.
Unnecessary. Your dad's just joined on Facebook, and he's seen you using some awful language.
Hi, Dad. How you doing, mate?
But yeah, Tim Martin's an awful person, and Wetherspoons is a questionable institution. But the cheapness.
They said they want to be back next month.
Yeah, June. They said they were going to open. I don't think Wetherspoons is going to open in June. Surely
dream on, mate.
Far
dream
too
on.
early. Yeah, dream on, jog on, mate. Jack Sider says ducks look the best and taste the best. Talking about.
Oh yeah, crispy duck pancake is delicious.
Oh, can't beat a nice bit of duck. What's I think I'm going to throw this out there as well. We've got loads of questions going on. What's the sexiest farmyard animal? What time does breakfast start? Do you bother with breakfast? What's your favorite breakfast? And I'm going to add this to the mix. What is your favorite non-traditional meat? So I think you're traditional. You're talking lamb, pork, beef, anything
chicken.
Chicken, yeah. Anything out of those 4: lamb, pork, beef, chicken. What's your favorite out of the big 4? Those are your Champions League spots, obviously.
Out of those big 4, I'm taking chicken every single day of the week. Chicken is the superior meat.
It's hard. Your dad says, I really don't like the C-bomb on Facebook.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah.
Dad, I'm so sorry, mate.
I'm just going to quickly reply to him and say I'm very sorry.
Tell him it was you.
It wasn't me. He heard you say it.
Well, you actually can't see my face, so this could be anyone. This is Joe, by the way. This is Joe Wells.
Not Joe Wells. Stop trying to pretend to be something you're not. I can't get back to you. Oh no. I've replied to your dad and all the comments disappeared. The only thing I've got on my screen is your dad's comment.
No, I can see them all. Roast venison to Kerry Walton.
I can't roast venison. Did you? Thank you. If you read out the comments to me and then.
I think you'll find my name is Joe Wells and I am a comedian. If you want up-to-date news about things I'm doing / making, then sign up to my mailing list on the right. You can also buy my albums on Bandcamp, and I have a podcast which you can listen to by searching for Emergency Mixtape wherever you get your podcasts. So to say I'm not Joe Wells, how could I know all that stuff were I not to be Joe Wells?
That's really impressive. Joe and Danica, if you're listening, did you hear that? He just plugged you.
Did I? Oh, shit.
That's quite impressive, actually. How did you memorize that, or did you go look it up?
Well, it's my own knowledge, mate. Of course I know.
Oh, of course, because you are Joe Wells. I
am Joe Wells, and I just Googled his website, joewells.home.
Let me just take off, because on Facebook it says down the line Henry Futcher, so let's just get rid of that. We've actually got down the line.
I like my picture up there. Oh, Dad, so you can have a word with me later. Oh, no.
Oh, no, Henry's in trouble. Oh, dear. I'm so sorry, man. I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
I want to show, do you a favour, and now I'm in trouble.
I'm so sorry. Something went wrong. We're having trouble playing this video. Is the Facebook live stream working? Because it stopped working on mine. YouTube.
I can see it working.
Jack says Greg's breakfast is top tier.
I have to say, my dad, Greg, he makes a great breakfast.
So what kind of breakfast is Greg making?
No, that was just a joke about Greg's and Greg, you know.
Oh, right.
Didn't work. Anyway, no, Greg makes a lovely breakfast. He used to make me my go-to meal when I was in primary school: one piece of toast, buttered, and just one piece of plain bread, buttered. Did you enjoy that? I loved it. Yeah. Nice. I went for a bit of a cereal phase, and I didn't like the sogginess that happened. Weetabix, bit of faff, putting it in the microwave and all that. Yeah, it's interesting that no one has said cereal. I mean, I think earlier we had cereal on the side, but it's too soggy. Yeah, no one's gone for a main cereal. If you did have to pick a cereal, what would you pick, Henry? I don't know. Frosties. Just cornflakes for wankers, aren't they? Cornflakes are for wankers. There's a hot take for you on today's show. No, Frosties are cornflakes for wankers. That's a Peep Show quote, mate. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, mate. I've not seen enough of Peep Show. I need to really catch up, to be honest. You really do need to catch up. Danica, who is Joe Wells' wife, your wife, sorry, says, hi, darling. How are you doing? She says, why am I married to a 20-year-old? Cougar. Danica, apparently you're a cougar. Jack Sadler says, curiously, cinnamon is my favourite cereal. Oh, I do like a bit of Crave, actually. Cinnamon? What, just cinnamon, the powdered sort of spice? No. It's like a little kind of square sort of... Oh, it's called Curiously Cinnamon. Yeah. And it's just I thought he was saying, curiously, cinnamon is my favourite cereal. It's a good cereal. It's up there with Crave, but these are the expensive ones. This is the problem I'm having with Crave. So, living the student life like me, I don't have this kind of money. No, you don't. I mean, living the comedy career life that I lead. I don't have this kind of money. Yes, of course, we have Joe Wells down the line, not Henry Futcher. If anyone's joining, I think maybe we should drop this joke of calling you Joe Wells because everyone's going to be confused, especially if they've not. I'm just giving out gold for him, Yeah, he's doing a lot of favours for you. This is Joe Wells, guys. So much funnier than he was last week. Oh, he's still watching. I thought. Sorry, Joe. Josh says, call up if he's got a problem with me. I'll face him. Danica's just giving you ... on the YouTube comments. No, I'm in the doghouse. Conversation tonight. Ooh. Trouble in paradise. Cam and Josh both agree that Curiously Cinnamon is next level, so maybe that will be the best cereal. But that's not the question. We're asking what's the best breakfast. And there's no consensus on this, is there? No. Kerry said earlier that because all-day breakfasts, because they're all day, can you still call them breakfast, or is it time? No. I think the fact that you're saying it, you have to clarify that it's all day means it's not it's not really breakfast. It's like breakfast for dinner.
No,
it's not really. You're being cheeky there.
Yeah. It's a breakfast for dinner. Let's not be silly. This is a
I hate to be
serious
pedantic,
show.
but come on, this is a serious conversation.
It really is. We're really trying to tap into the nation's psyche here. If you want,
all 12 of you,
all 12 of us. Actually, we've got 8 on YouTube, and no, it's 11. Sorry, mate.
You embarrassed me there.
No, I went to very proudly claim that it was more than 12, and it was just one less. Clary says porridge and syrup is my cheap option. So if you want a cheap breakfast, porridge and syrup.
Do you know what? Actually, if I woke up early and I had to grab something, I just grab an apple out the fridge.
I've been known to do that as well. A bit of fruit on the way to school or something like that.
On the go.
Cam says fry up with a side of Curiously Cinnamon and a wee coffee and a glass of OJ. I think everyone's agreed that coffee is an essential part of the breakfast.
Well, see, I disagree with that because I don't drink coffee at all. It's a cup of tea.
Cup of tea, yeah. But
it's got to be a cup of tea.
Do you think, what is Golden Graham? Somebody's commented about Golden Grahams. I've never heard of this. So your tea over coffee? I've never heard of
Golden Grahams in my life. No.
Do you have a tea? Oh, they're like little shreddies. Do you have a tea in the morning?
Yeah, every morning, cup of tea. Pretty much my lockdown routine nowadays is wake up at 11 o'clock, and then by 12 I'm sort of up and showered, and I'm having a cup of tea and reading my latest Ray Bradbury novel.
Oh, nice. A lot of people are confused of why you're putting an apple in the fridge.
Yeah, I sort of didn't. I thought that might cause a bit of a stir. It's just because I like them cool, and I think if you get them cold, they're more crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
So I love. There's no better feeling or sound in the world than just biting into a nice crunchy red apple.
Oh yeah.
God.
You know what? Because I've got this mic and I can do ASMR with this. Maybe that's how we'll end the show. I'll do an apple eating ASMR.
Let's just picture that in our minds for a second. Just that nice first crunch into on a not a too hot summer's day. You're in the shade of a tree, sitting down. Here we go, everyone. As I soothe you to sleep.
Yeah.
Here we go. Under the apple. Mm-hmm. Under the apple? Oh, I've ruined it.
Oh, you bloody nutty. What is that, big floating apple? Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. We'll get you on the call in and answer this. Hello, who's that down the line?
Hi, it's Henry.
Hello, Henry.
So we got Joe Wells down the line and Henry Futcher's calling in. Hello, Henry. How are you?
Hello. Yeah, I'm just taking a moment out from studying international relations and modern history at the University of East Anglia.
Oh, yeah. How's it going? How's your course going?
It's good. It's a lot more difficult than when I was studying at Bishop Wordsworth School, but it's going okay.
This is so. What other details would you like to share with us, Henry Futcher?
Well, I think people know this, but I am, of course, male. I've got very strong opinions on NASA's Space Center, guide dogs, and Top Man.
Nice. I think these are all paid.
You can check out my Facebook page. I've got a bit of an issue with Joe Wells. I see he's been slagging me off on Twitter, and I'm really not happy about that.
Listen, mate, I did use my vast following on Twitter. I've got almost 4,000 followers. I just let everyone know that I think that you, mate, you're a bit of the bell end, and you've been phoning in doing wacky characters every week to this show, and I've had enough of it. You think you're getting too big for your boots, and I think you need to calm down a bit.
This is. This is a wonderful meta award for everyone that's watched every week. Sorry, Henry Futcher, right to rebuttal. Go on.
Well, I'm not happy about this at all. There's things I like, things I don't like. I like H&M. I'd give that 4 stars out of 5. There's also things I don't like. I don't like Top Man. I'd give that 1 star. Right now, I feel like I'm in Top Man.
Have you reviewed all of these things on Facebook?
Please, if I could just have the right to reply here.
Yes, of course, Joe Wells. Go on.
As an Edinburgh Comedy Award winner for 2020, I would just like to say that, firstly, Henry, you haven't had sex for 18 months, and that's just pathetic.
That's
Secondly, if you want to get in touch with me, I'll just provide my email, which is lisa@glorioustalent.co.uk. So if you really want to take this any further with me, Henry, please just go through the official channels, please, instead of trying to upstage me like this on my second appearance on. You can also donate to me. Why would you do this? Well, you give me £50 to show off how well you're doing by donating. Which you want, this website is really, I need to sort this because I write a blog.
So you've got a very poor website, Joe Wells. That's what you're saying.
I do.
He does have a poor website, but I must admit, I'm going to have to concede that he's a real talent, and I'm happy for him to slack me off.
Kerry Walton on Facebook says, "I've missed Jeremy Kyle." Jack Steller says, "High tension this week. What a finale."
Well, when you get a rude boy like this Henry chap calling in, trying to make a mockery of me and my comedy career, it gets my goat, and of course tension is going to run high.
Yeah.
So. I realise you're right, and I want to apologise to Joe. I should have showed him more respect, and I'm gonna learn from it.
Thank you, Henry.
Henry, we're not so different, you and I.
That's true. We are similar, but you're a lot cooler. We're both male, of course.
Listen,
and
of course, Henry, you're a lot more attractive, younger, and have a lot more ahead of you in your life than I do.
This is well. Thank you so much for calling, Henry. We're going to go on to the final question
Get
now.
off! I'm sick of him.
You're welcome to call in for the final.
Just before I go, I'd just like to say that I fully support the British National Party.
Thank you, Henry Futcher. There, he loves the BNP. Henry Futcher. Cheers, Henry. Bye.
Goodbye.
He's a real piece of shit, that guy.
Please don't email that because that's also my agent. So don't email Lisa at Glorious. That was then. Wow, bloody hell! I wasn't expecting the show to take this turn.
Calling up today.
Yeah,
I thought he was busy this week.
I thought he was preoccupied as well, but apparently Henry Futcher has called. So, Joe, are you ready to go to the final question?
Please, we've really derailed this podcast. There's only 15 minutes left.
Really?
Whatever. I called it a podcast. I don't even know. I've got such bad etiquette, honestly.
I think I am going to podcast out, and I'm going to do a highlights reel. So if you've enjoyed all of this, I'm going to do a nice selection of all my favourite bits from all of the episodes so far. To quickly settle the breakfast debate, the breast cereal is obviously Curiously Cinnamon from all the positive YouTube comments. However,
I might have to give that a try.
Yeah, I think you should. My favourite breakfast is a nice slice of this beef. Very good, Cam.
Perfectly cooked, medium rare.
But I think it's either going to be, because we've decided that full of breakfast is not a breakfast, it's a brunch. Therefore, the winner is pancakes. Pancakes is the best breakfast.
That came out of left field. Who was even talking about pancakes?
I had 2 comments in advance about pancakes, and I had 3 comments in the chat about pancakes.
Oh, fair enough. I stand
Everyone
corrected.
else is just calling you a weirdo for putting your apples in the fridge. Josh Cox says, "What's your favourite breakfast?" And that's turned into a fanfic about apples.
Listen, I love apples, mate.
Josh says the advantage of a podcast is we would not see Andrew. Thank you, Josh.
Josh, come on, man. We were doing this whole mental health body thing, and you've really gone and ruined that.
It's really meant to be a positive show. And with that, we'll move on to the final question. Question 3, sweet or savoury? Now, I had a bit of a chat beforehand with you, Henry. I know where you're heading with this. And I'm going to be honest, it's the opposite of what a lot of people have said. Sweet or savoury?
Wowzers.
What are you going for?
Well, I sort of thought this was a pretty easy question because I'd be willing to say that about 90% of all foodstuffs are savoury. Everything. I mean, I can already see 3 comments in the YouTube saying savoury, savoury, savoury.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to have a lot of fans on this one. What is sweet really? You've got chocolate. You've got sweets.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose the argument that fruit would be sweet.
Fruit is, but not all fruit.
Not all fruit, no.
As I tried to think of a savoury fruit.
Can anyone think of?
So maybe it would be. But then I've always been more of a vegetable person.
Would you rather snack on a stick of broccoli than an apple?
No, but a raw carrot's lovely.
Ooh, with a hummus?
Yeah, a bit of hummus, a bit of tzatziki. Bit of lava ganoush.
There's an argument, I suppose. All the comments in advance of the show said sweet, and I think the reason they said sweet is, or certainly the psyche that I would guess was that because sweet is a treat, people prefer it.
Wait, I guess it depends how you're looking at this question. Is it one to have the rest of the time, or is it, I'm offering you something now, sweet or savoury? What do you want? Well,
I suppose it's very mood based, isn't it? I suppose, yeah.
Absolutely.
The question is, would you rather tomorrow at midday you'll be given some food? Would you like sweet or savoury?
So this is just sort of going more towards what is our favourite meal, really, is it not?
Well, no, because you don't get to pick the meal. You just know it's either going to be a sweet thing or a savoury thing.
Oh, okay. So it's okay.
Now, I'd argue in that scenario, I suppose. I mean, I've just pulled those rules out of my arse.
We're making up as we go along.
Yeah, but I would say that sweet is more reliable than savoury.
So that's what I was going to say. If it was a complete random selection, I'd have more confidence in liking the sweet thing I was being given than the savoury, because there's so much more variety of savoury stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot can go wrong, but that's an argument you said. You said savoury is pretty much everything. You'd pick savoury.
Well, that was for if you could only have one. I think it's also healthier, probably. Sweet stuff doesn't tend to be too healthy.
Cam said your teeth won't fall out from too many sausage rolls.
Well, exactly. Sausage rolls. I mean, that's one of my favourite foods, and if I can't have sausage rolls, I'm struggling.
Jack says you'd rather have a roast chicken than a chocolate cake. Danica says you can eat more quantity of savoury. Sweet gets sickly quick. But then that's an argument for sweet, It's a little treat. You can't have too much of it. Kerry says tomatoes are a savoury fruit.
Yeah, that is true. Very true.
And Josh Cox says the time of day plays a big part in what people want to eat.
Congratulations, Josh, on figuring out why we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner as different things every day.
Cheers, Josh. It's a very insightful comment there. I don't want to discourage people from commenting because that was we're not normally that rude to our contributors, but we do know Josh, both of us.
Well, he's a friend of that Henry guy, isn't he? So he's probably a prick as well.
Yeah, of course. We've got Joe Wells down the line, not Henry Fixture.
Joe Wells here.
Josh has put a smiley face, but put 2 brackets for the smile. So
that looks sarcastic to me.
It really does. It feels sarcastic as well. Sweet. I think I would rather snack on a packet of crisps than a bar of chocolate.
Ooh.
I stopped myself saying it actually a little bit because I do really like chocolate.
Well, this is the thing. This is what I think. It's always going to sort of branch off into being different opinions. As in against each other.
Yeah.
Oh, see, my favourite packet of crisps would be pickled onion Monster Munch.
Oh, strong choice.
Which, it's just my favourite. Would I rather have that than like a Twix? Yeah, I think I probably would.
Well, of course, if you have a Tesco meal deal, you can have all. You can't have both. You have to decide, don't you?
No, you've got to choose between.
So let's maybe reframe the question. Danica says if you can only eat one thing forever, it'd clearly be savoury, so therefore it's the winner.
But hold on, how about this, Andrew? I'll pose this to you.
Go on.
Drinks. Savoury. You've really not got many options there. What have you got? Tea is sweet.
Gravy
is sweet.
Gravy is the only savoury drink I can think of.
You got gravy or water. You got 2 options
for
the rest of the time.
That's a good point.
I think that's where it splits.
Is coffee sweet? You can have coffee without sugar.
I'd say coffee's quite sweet, isn't it?
No.
I don't drink coffee. I thought it was quite sweet.
Danica says tea and coffee aren't sweet unless you add sugar.
Danica, I love my coffee the way you make them, sweetheart.
That's of course your wife there in the comments. Thank you, Joe. I'm really glad we're keeping up this very conceited little piece of meta.
Beer. To reveal men like Scooby-Doo.
Gareth says beer isn't sweet, so you would get beers, but not all beers, some beers.
Oh, well, yeah, is that what vodka? Is that sweet? No, I suppose it's not. It's sort of just alcohol, isn't it?
Yeah, so actually there's more savoury drinks than you think, but you can't have squash, you can't have fizzy.
You can't be drinking beer and vodka every day, got to go to work.
Of course, yeah. Although
I turned up pissed to my lectures.
No, of course not. So what, but you can have water, I suppose.
I mean, I do drink quite a lot of water. You're supposed to have a couple of pints a day, aren't you? So I do drink probably a bit of water. I think I've got this theory about water, right?
Yeah.
Is that water always tastes good when you've just had a run or you've just played football.
Oh,
you have that nice glass of cool water.
Cool.
So my theory is that water tastes better the more you need to drink it, right? So therefore, by using that maths, the best glass of water, the best drink you could ever have in your life would be the glass of water you have moments before dying of thirst.
But how instantly would that death? Because does that surely you can't rescue? There must be a point where you can't rescue yourself even if you do drink water.
I don't know. Well, I guess it would be then the last moment that would save your life would then be the best drink you ever had in your life.
I wonder if the suffering. There's a point at which the suffering is worse than, it can't fix the
pain is just too much.
Yeah, because you can't enjoy the water, so you have to be like maybe halfway dying of thirst, and then that's the best water. But
you're saying there's a point of no return.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, that's probably right.
Jack says, I like that theory. I assume it's your theory. He's talking about, not mine. The one where the best drink you'll ever have. Alex FP has just put weird, positive mental health in
as we picture our inevitable deaths.
Nice. The last 5 minutes of the show as well, we're just talking about dying.
Well, as I was going to say, yeah, it's just weird how water can just taste so different at different times. If you really want a glass of water, it's going to taste amazing. But if you just want to have a drink, you haven't had water in ages. No, sorry. The best water is the morning hangover water.
Oh, that is a good water. Josh agrees with me. He says your mouth will be too dry to enjoy swallowing the water.
So that's true.
So hangover water, you think, is the best water? What is that your hangover cure? Just a glass of water? Are you having anything special?
No, the way I sort of did it last term at uni was just because I had a sink in my room. I just sort of fall out of bed, get the tap on, run it for a few seconds, get it nice and cold, half a pint, beautiful. Oh,
nice.
Back to bed for another couple of hours.
Yeah, have a good sleep. I think that's
maybe
the best.
A Gaviscon.
Bit of a Gaviscon. Oh, I never heard of having a Gaviscon for a hangover.
Listen, mate, when you get up to what I get up to, you need a bit of a Gaviscon now and then.
What sort of stuff are you getting up to?
Well, me. Do you know what, Andrew? I've been playing you for a fool this whole time. I'm not actually Joe Wells.
Oh, you're not?
I'm actually your friend, Henry Futcher.
Oh my goodness, it is Henry. Just got a very exciting comment on Facebook. Kate McLaren says, calling from Abu Dhabi would cost a fortune. So here's her halfpenny. I don't know how to pronounce that. Halfpenny, I think it is. Hell yes to pineapple and pizza, to go back to our original question. But jam and that's a sin. I assume that's talking about breakfast. Thank you for joining. That's
greetings to Abu Dhabi.
Yes, greetings to Abu Dhabi. That's cool. We've got international listeners.
There you go. I've made it international. I'm on for 1 week, and here we go.
You've made it big. Yeah, I think you must be our first international contributor. Thank you so much.
Well, we had that Scottish bloke was on the other week, wasn't he?
He's still that Scottish bloke. There's 3 of them, and they're very lovely lads, and they're regular watchers. They're still in. Hello, guys.
They all sound the same to me.
No, let's not antagonise them, shall we?
We're getting racial.
They're very lovely lads. I met them at the Edinburgh Fringe. Actually, I don't know if you know that. I've been.
You went to the Edinburgh Fringe?
I did. Yeah.
Did you get a hoodie or something with that printed on the front of it?
Mate, you're not going to believe this. Oh, I kind of want to get it out for comedy effect, but
go on, get it out.
It's not worth it because it's literally I have to be off screen for 10 seconds.
Well, I can hold on to these boys.
Okay, I can get my Edinburgh Fringe jumper. I'll quickly read some.
This now becomes the Henry Futcher show.
Henry Futcher now quickly taking over whilst I go get my Edinburgh Fringe jumper. You got to talk, Henry.
Oh, I didn't know you were gone yet. Listen, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. Oh God, I'm crumbling under the pressure. It's lovely weather we're having, isn't it? A bit cold, a bit mild in the evenings. I like that.
I've got the
taking the recycling out, and it's just lovely, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Thank God he's back. I really struggled.
Yeah.
I really struggled there.
Well, how do you think I feel? Probably trying to sustain a whole hour.
Like, you're a professional. You're used to this stuff.
Thank you. There we go. Fringe jumper. I have been to the Edinburgh Fringe, just to confirm.
You're a star of stage and screen.
I've not really done much TV. I'm not saying much. I've not done none, mate. I've done radio stuff, but no TV.
I've seen you on a TV comedy panel show.
Oh, let's not bring up that, shall we?
Okay, mate.
I mean, we can if you want. Basically, I did
the true fans will know.
Yeah, I did a trial panel show as a guest, and it was an interesting show, shall we say? There's 2 on YouTube. So if you find one of them, that's not necessarily the one. Kate says good.
2?
Huh? There's 2.
There's
I
2?
did a second one. I'll send you the link. Kate says good cover, Henry. You did a good.
Oh, thanks.
Good.
I'll try my best.
Yeah. Did you ever get taught by this is one of our ex-teachers, the wonderful Miss McLaren. Did you ever get taught by Miss McLaren?
Well, the art teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was our form tutor.
Oh yeah, of course.
Year 12.
Yeah, but do you ever get taught?
Yes, year 8. I was not a very good student, so I apologise for that. Is she watching?
Yeah.
I miss you. Probably marked a load of my really subpar artwork. I think I got a B2, or maybe no, B2, C1 sometimes.
Mhm.
Art was never my forte. I'm so sorry, miss.
There you go. That's nice. That's nice. We've not only had our first international listener, we've also reconciled. Not that you were ever at war or anything, but we've reconciled.
She never gave me any attention or anything though, so she was a good teacher.
She was a good form tutor as well.
Absolutely.
So thank you for joining us. Quickly go to some YouTube comments before we close the show. Josh says, "I'm currently wearing your Fringe t-shirt right now. I did lend Josh my Fringe t-shirt once, and he's stolen it."
Josh.
Jack says, "I saw Andrew at the Fringe doing a set on political bigotry." Yes,
I saw that show as well. Actually, yeah,
you did. Yeah, I'm working on a new show now. I had an entire show written for the current Fringe. I've thrown it out and I've started again. Miss Fran says, "I'm here. You were all fabulous. Thank you so much." Well, that's a nice kind of
wholesome.
Yeah, a nice wholesome end to the show. So I think people have quite decisively said that Savoury is the best. So Savoury is the best. The best breakfast we didn't really get a consensus on, to be honest.
Pancakes, you said, wasn't it?
Yeah, pancakes, but that was a very, very kind of narrow consensus. Cam and Jack just...
It was you really used your weight in this. Not your weight in that way, mate. Your political weight.
Yes, yeah, I know, mate. It's all right. I know you wouldn't come for my body positivity like that. Josh Cox,
this is positive mental power.
Josh Cox has just made a funny comment, and it also paints me in a very sexy light. So I want to read that out because I've got a big ego. Talking about him borrowing my shirt, he said, "I had nothing to wear the morning after." So
you two have been having the sex.
Bit of a player. No, that's not true. That's not true.
He's got a girlfriend, hasn't he?
Yes, he didn't. Look, mate, it wasn't true. It's just a little joke. I just wanted to.
I didn't know this. Sorry, this is not supposed to come out yet. I thought. Or was he not supposed to come out yet? We'll have a laugh, don't we? Eh?
We do have a laugh here. Alex has said he's promised Apple ASMR. I will go get an apple if you cover, Henry.
Yeah, I'll do a little intro to it while you're going.
Okay, go on then.
Tell me when to start.
Start now.
Okay, so here we go, everyone. If you just recontrol your breathing, deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let all your stresses of the day disappear.
Hello.
Picture a perfect apple.
Yeah.
It's a nice, juicy apple.
Mm-hmm. As promised.
You're on a park bench. It's a warm summer's day, but there's a lovely, cool breeze. You look at your apple, you shine your apple on your shirt, and take a bite. Apple.
Is this what you wanted? Are you happy now?
This is what the people wanted. They should be happy now.
It's been quite a weird end to the series. Thank you so much to everyone on Facebook and YouTube. I really appreciated all of your comments and getting involved. Thank you, Henry. Good. It's nice to have you as you're our most regular caller. I appreciate you being our final guest.
Thanks. I wasn't supposed to be here, but
no, but it's a nice way to kind of end series 1. There will be a series 2. It'll probably start. I won't give this date as definite, but I imagine the 25th of May is when we'll restart. As
that 2 weeks, is it?
Yeah, 2 weeks. As a lot of people know, I'm hosting my own Eurovision event, so I'm working on that at the moment. I've got my to-do list, lots to do to get that finished. So I'm going to focus on that, and then we'll restart Pulse of Nation Series 2. We'll come back soon, Cam. Don't you worry.
I, for one, can't wait.
Thank you so much to everyone. I'm going to end the live stream now, and I'll see you.
I'm not going to just a plug. What's
Sorry,
going on?
You can plug what you want.
This Saturday, 8 p.m. on Facebook, the big Salisbury quiz, hosted by Andrew White. If you're a Salisbury local, or if you're not, you just want a nice fun quiz during lockdown, tune in. Just search for the big Salisbury quiz on Facebook and go and like the event. And also my Twitter @Butcher_Henry05.
So 2 things there, @Butcher_Henry05. That's Henry on Twitter. I'm hosting a big Salisbury quiz in aid of the Salisbury Hospice. So wonderful, fun event, and it's all for charity. Alex FP says, "See all 5 of you next season." Heart emoji. Gareth says, "Big love."
And
Cam says, "Love
to play us out. Here's me and Andrew singing "I'm Still Standing" by Elton John.
We'll just go for the chorus, shall we?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing. Oh, Henry, mate. Henry.
What?
It was too much like the original. I've got a copyright strike again.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. Totally understandable. But bye, everybody. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye. And we're clear.